What is going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. As you can see, we have a very special little guest today, Miss Payson. She's not feeling too hot today. Mommy's out running some errands and getting some work done. She's got a lot of interviews she's got to do today. So she's out there hustling for the family. So it's daddy duty today. Me and little Payson. She's not feeling too hot, guys. Corona free, so no worries, but we're gonna survive. We're gonna do okay. As long as she's got her little. Tell you guys, y'all have little ones, these are magic. She loves them. Little cereals. Here, get you some mocha. All right, so again, guys, it's Tuesday. I'm here. Andrew should be joining in any moment. He's over there talking to our good friends at Sudsy Bear, working some things out there on the back end. But again, we got a good show for you lined up today. We got a few things. We got a would Andrew throw this, as always. You never know what that guy's gonna pull out of his hat, or what kind of rig or something he's going to rig up that just doesn't make any sense. But sometimes it's so out there that it's going to work. But we're going to start off by I did a little unboxing yesterday. A shout out to the guys at Lake Placid Marine, Mike down there, Jesse, Jacob. Love you guys to death. Carlos, what's up? Thanks for joining, dude. And what they do is everybody's heard of Mystery Tackle Box, Lucky Tackle Box, all these tackle boxes, right? Monster Bass, whatever one. Bad Fish, tons of them, right? Not downing any of them, right? Lake Placid has been doing these little bags and like minnow buckets and bait buckets filled with baits, right? And lures and not just stuff that is generic to your region, right? A region can consist of 4 to 5, 6, 8 sometimes states, and you might get stuff that you're just not going to use. I mean, Dave wants a bucket. Dude, Dave, you should totally get a bucket. The bucket was sick. There was like, I have the bucket. We're going to talk about it. I got some things. Matt Thompson went half with me on it. So I made sure he had everything that was in there that was Bass Assassin. It being that I have that accessibility to it, I wanted to make sure Matt, got taken care of from us here at Bass Assassin. And shout out to Matt Thompson, man. He's a good dude. He's been showing me some things about some offshore fishing, and I've been showing him some things too from what I know and from what knowledge I've gained. But I want to get into some of the stuff that I get in the bucket. So first of all, this is a 5-gallon bucket, and there was well over $500 worth of items in here, ranging from lures to terminal tackle to, there was like reel grips. There was 2 reels in there. There was a Lew's spinning reel, American Hero, and I got the thank you, Matt, for letting me hold down this Ardent. This is a $149 reel. So we only paid $200, and just this one item in that huge 5-gallon bucket was $150. Value at Lake Placid Marine. Let me tell you, you're not going to get price gouged. You're going to, and the good thing, like I'm getting all over the place. The good thing about something from Lake Placid Marine, a mystery bag or a bucket, is that you're going to get stuff that works in the area. You're not going to get anything. You're not going to get a pink and clear 80 feet trolling lure randomly, so you're going to get your money's worth. You're going to be able to take that, go out to any lake around the area, and get it done. So shout out to Lake Placid Marine for putting those things together. Get down there, Lake Placid, Florida, and you guys don't have to spend $200. This is ridiculous. This is awesome though. This is something I was, I'm fortunate to be able to afford. And thanks to Matt Thompson for going half with me on that. That was just awesome. So I appreciate you, Matt. Grady too, man. I know he was excited about it also. Either way, the Ardent reel, sick. It's a 6.3-1. I did need a cranking reel. This is going to be a perfect cranking reel. I've never used an Ardent reel, but man, this thing is butter smooth. When Daddy says, "Oh, thank God you're home, Mommy," or you might have lost your daughter. Come here, Mommy. Real quick, tell the people how the interview went. Real quick, I was just telling them about it. How'd it go?
Oh, it went so great.
Good. That way you can make some more money and Daddy can spend more time fishing. Now, the Ardent reel was something that was in there. I have a would Andrew throw it lure. I'm gonna, if you called it, cool. If you didn't, just hang tight. What else do we get? We got a huge bag of just trick worms. Trick worms always work good in that watermelon. Got some little white swim baits. Those will always work good when they're feeding on smaller baits. P-line. Quality stuff. It's good for top water. It's got a little stretch in it. Okay, you want to see it? I think she's gonna check it out, make sure it's the right strength and stuff. Taste it. That's the only way to know. And we got a Whopper Plopper, a 110 Whopper Plopper, guys. I've caught really big fish on these lures. Ooh, I have a feeling she's gonna take this one too. This is a 110 Whopper Plopper. Really gets the job done. Awesome, very aggressive, explosive topwater bites on that thing. Just a ton of other stuff. I got some Seagar. I know this is like, yeah, here we go. It's like $25 after tax and everything. Crankbait fishing, Carolina rig. It'll get done. Seagar is pretty quality too. Got a little ledge spoon. You know, and keep in mind, we split this bucket. So I got tons of stuff, man. A little Rapala. This is a brat, I think. Yeah, big brat. Generally, they're smaller, but this is a bigger size one. It gets you a little bit deeper. So it's something a little bit different. Got some rattles in it. Shad pattern. It's going to work. What else do we got? I wonder. Oh, man, I got some nice blades right here. Hildebranch Blades. Some really quality blades for spinner baits and things like that. We got a popper, a little Booyah popper. This is a prank. This is a little unique popper. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm sure you have. But when you pop it, it also dives under a little bit. Oh, easy, girl. Okay, here. Look at the popper. With that popper, it has a little lip on the front. When you pop it, it's going to go subsurface a little bit and slow float up. So that's a unique action that if you're on a popper bite and everybody's throwing poppers around you and you want to get a little different action, that's what you're going to want to throw. Agreed? Nike pacing? I think she likes it. Okay. If she ain't crying, she likes it, right? Medlock Jig. This is a Pro Series Medlock Jig. Super weedless. Gets big bites. Ask Dave. He knows about the jigs. Check out this rattle trap. It's a unique color, but it's bigger. Oh, Mason likes the rattle trap. It's a little bit bigger. It's red. It's bright. You know, so maybe around some. I got a lot of spillways around here. I love to fish and I love to throw rattle traps. Maybe that red will get bit. She's looking it over. What do you think? What do you think? I think it needs some Vector tornado hooks on it. Yeah. You hear the rattles? You hear the rattles? She's on it. She's on it, guys. Just a bunch of cool stuff. I got this frog from the 1940s, a little scum frog, one of the original runs. No, just really old packaging, but it looks awesome, and I like a yellow frog. And then I got this thing, a live target, like walking frog. It's a copper's version. Hold on, we're going to say peace out to Mason. She's done. Mommy's home. Thank you, Mommy. We love you, Mommy. All right, I got to go. All right, cool. Thanks to my little helpers there. This is a cool little frog, man. I've always seen this on the shelf, and I've just never jumped to get it because it's $10 and I'm cheap. But let me open it up real quick. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like. And speaking on those tornado trebles from Vector, those things are sticky sharp. You don't touch the tip or it's going to stick in you and it's going to cut you. But that's good for those fish. So if the fish touches that thing, it's going into the fish. And the good thing with the tornado treble is it has like a curve. So when you it's almost twisted like this. So when you set it and the fish fights, it just digs in deeper and locks in there for you. But throw this with some tornado trebles, it's going to get bit. Oh my God. I can't even hear him. I knew there was going to be some technical difficulties with this guy today. There he is. What's going on, Andrew?
Not much, man. Just leaving. I had lunch with Jacob Harper of Sudley Bear. Had some good conversations there.
Good. We'll get back to our fashion, our normal fashion here.
Yeah. So how's everything going? What you been talking about since I've been late, out of whack, everything?
Late, out of whack, on the road, eating lunch. Nothing. We were just kind of going through the freaking mystery mega bucket, bro. It finally happened.
I watched your live on Instagram.
Was it epic?
I watched most of it.
Was it not epic?
That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Like, what was it? Like, one of the first things you guys pulled out was that reel that was like $150.
Yeah, right here, dude. Have you ever thrown ardent reels?
Okay, so hairline confession. I've never thrown ardent reels because when I first found out about ardent, the main reel that they had and talked about was their flipping reel with that little like one scenario.
Yeah, with a really like thin spool, and,
Yeah,
and it like centered out, like it didn't go left and right.
Yeah, and it just obviously I wasn't a bass fisherman at that time because that was a long time ago. But yeah, no. Other than that, I haven't really looked into them.
Me neither.
What up,
but
part time? Yeah, you're part time, David. Sorry.
We're all part time in the day, Dave. Trust me. No, but dude, this is pretty damn smooth.
Is it?
I've personally never fished one. Ernest Gelinas actually has a deal with them.
Okay.
And
He's like a holder right there.
we need. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
It needs to attach to the mirror. That would be perfect.
Why'd you say that, dude? We could have made something.
Well, I'm sure there is something.
And well, I don't know about it, so we need to find out who that is and make sure people know about it. Either way, dude, this thing's pretty damn smooth. I'm quite impressed. I want to try to get out today. I just don't know if I have a pond deep enough where I can crank and not get tore up. But dude, there's all kind of stuff in here, man. I got like 10 Bass Assassin packs of lures. I gave them all to Matt Thompson. Whopper, Plopper. I have a wood Andrew throw this. It's not necessarily a lure though. It's not a lure. Oh God, here we go again. And he's gone. Either way, guys, put some tornado trebles on this thing and you should get toe up. This is crazy. Hot to book Joe, bass fisherman. Bass fisherman for dummies. Look, Dave, I had a buddy, Brian, that got me a Bass Fishing for Dummies. Literally, there's a Fishing for Dummies book, and I own one. So what does that tell you? But dude, look at this freaking frog spook thing.
I've seen those before. That's a
deal?
wood Andrew throw it lure if I've ever seen one. I guarantee
this
it works though.
This isn't it though. This isn't what I want. This isn't the lure. Should we just drop it now? Should I drop the lure now?
Sure.
It's not even a lure. It's not even a lure. So I had a conversation with this group at iCast. They're a pretty cool group. What do you know about the Yemen freshwater catfish?
Yeah, man.
It's literally a Jamaican catfish, like by fish bites. Would Andrew throw this?
I'm so confused right now.
I don't know. Like, is this? I don't know if this is a. Have you ever seen this?
What's it smell like?
Let's find out, man. I don't know.
Let's find out, man.
Let's find out, man. Go.
It was
good, huh? Bro, it's bad, bro. I think it's
bad. It's real bad.
I think that's why they came with a bucket, dude. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I don't have a weak stomach. I can take some smells. I've left a dink or two in the live well. Let me just say that. So, and have been able to hold it in, but that is absolutely disgusting. That is possibly the stinkiest catfish bait on the market. If somebody knows a stinkier catfish bait than Yaman catfish strips, let me know, because I would throw this. This smells so bad. If this doesn't call in a catfish, man, there ain't no catfish around. But dude, I don't know. I got a ton of good stuff. Look at this classic, dude. Is this like a collector's item? Do I need to open this thing? Like,
it might be.
I know. I told Matt, I'm like, dude, I might just save it. Like, I really want to throw it, but I don't. Like, look at that.
That's a scum frog, right?
Yeah, but there's no date on it. Dude, I can't open this thing. It's just too nostalgic. Like, look at the packaging.
Is that one of the older ones?
I
don't
think
know
so.
what the new packaging looks like. I mean,
I
know
don't
they're
know.
still out. They're everywhere. They do marketing all the time.
Yeah, I do not believe it looks like this. And like it has that like patina on the packaging. Like you could tell this thing's been around a few bait shops. Like I don't.
The packaging has patina. Okay.
Yeah, the packaging has some patina.
It's made out of metal.
Yeah, I got some Hildebranch blades, really good quality blades. You know, well, I got all kind of cool stuff. And that's just pretty much what we've been talking about up until now, bud. So What about you? What you been up to? I've been having an extremely hectic schedule life, but a good life recently. I've been able to fish. I've been extremely tired, but it's good. It's all good stuff. It's busy stuff. It's keeping me busy. We're moving in the right direction as a family, as a group. I know NextFish is doing big things. What have you been up to, man? I know you've been busy too.
Dude, we've been just all over the place. Between the kids going back to school and not being able to go to school because, like Emery, her daughter, she's in VPK, she got quarantined because someone in her class had COVID. And I'm like losing my mind because she's crazy. She's not sick, so she's home and she's just bored.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
But other than that, yeah, other than that, it's been good, man. I can't complain at all. We've gotten really good traction with a lot of stuff and have been working on our relationship refinement and getting all that stuff situated, so that's been good. You know, we're moving in a great direction as far as I can see. It's just a matter of us getting up over the hump that I know we need to get over, which is really going to be at the end of this year.
Right. And like you said,
at the end of this year, we'll be solid.
And like you said, from what everything's looking like, we're forecasted to do exactly that. So we got some more bait shops we're looking to bring on for some of you guys down south. So pay attention to that. We got a really good bait shop. We're pitching some things out right now. We got Pat over at Fellsmere holding it down. Kenny over there. Just a lot of good stuff. Man. Vector Hooks Vector Hooks is making a name for itself. Like I was telling you that story. Somebody saw our live feed, and we obviously talk about Vector Hooks every time. And because of what he saw, he went and grabbed some. And I have no clue who this guy is. So shout out to that guy at the boat ramp. He's like, "Hey man, I saw your show. Got these Vector Hooks, man. These things are freaking sharp." So, and he had like 10 packs. So I think he's in the process of switching over the Vector. I kind of dropped a little knowledge on him about the tornado trebles.
Oh yeah.
And so he does a lot of crankbait fishing, is what he's telling me. So I said, you want to switch them out? Trust me, those things are sticky. So I got to switch these guys out. Yeah, any Vector hook is sticky as hell. Keep it away from your kids, or keep it away from yourself. Like, just watch out with the Vector.
I would almost say that you would be fine with one tornado treble to any two short shank trebles that you have on a traditional crankbait of any sort. And you would still have just as good, if not a better, hookup ratio because of that tornado treble. It's the small degree of that turn of the point. It's absolutely crazy how sticky it is.
Yeah, as soon as that point touches, it's going in and it's locking in. You know, dude. If I get on a real good crankbait bite, I might do a little like testing on it. I might maybe. What do you think I should do? Take off like the front treble, just have the back one hanging off, and see what happens.
Potentially.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see.
I don't do enough crankbait fishing to understand what their strikes look like. So I'm not a great person to tell you where you should put it. My main thought was like leaving it on the middle and maybe putting like a blade for flash to kind of level out the lure. Because I know to a small extent. Yeah, I know to a small extent they're balanced with the weight of the hook. Like if you have a crankbait or even like a rattle trap or a topwater that's sized for like size 4 trebles and you put size 2 on it, it's going to be way too heavy.
Messing up,
It's going to offset. So you've got to make sure that you have that action the way you need it to. And I'm sure in some instances it makes sense to tune it to a different size. You know, much like you tune a buzzbait, there's little nuances I'm sure people do all the time to get it differently.
Right. There's ways you could weight them down or put like a little just put like a what are they called? They're pretty much like a piece of lead, and you can cut it. It's like lead tape, and you can just stick it there. If you want to change the suspension with how your bait system.
My dad used to make these topwater plugs, a double prop bait similar to a like a devil's horse, but different. It's more of a flat body and shorter body. But he would cast and tune every single one of them, and he would focus on the piece of wood that he had when he was making it. So some of them would have that little lead coil at the top of the split eye or the eye ring on like the middle hook. Some might have it on the back hook. Some might even have it on the nose. Dave, I learned it from you, buddy.
We taught him. We taught him.
At some point, he's got to understand I'm going to retain some of this knowledge and actually make it for people. I'm not saying I'm an expert. So if I say anything wrong, guys, it's because of David. David's fault, not mine.
Dave, listen to him. Have you ever tuned a Whopper Plopper?
Don't get me started.
No, I'm just messing with you. I don't know. If people are tuning Whopper Ploppers, let me know what y'all are doing. Have you ever used a Whopper? Have you used a Whopper Plopper? Have we had this conversation?
I've caught fish on Whopper Ploppers.
I've caught a lot of big fish.
I've never used like the Chapo or anything like that. But like, see, the reason that I used Whopper Ploppers was because when I was first starting out in the industry, like to get real heavy into like the product side of things, I actually worked with a gentleman. He passed away since, but his name was Darcy Ellis. And Darcy Ellis was one of three founding members of a company called High Roller Fishing Lures.
Oh, I know High Roller.
Still around. Yeah. So they have some really awesome lures for peacock bass. And in fact, they held the world record down in Brazil or wherever it was for a long time. And have held it since. It goes back and forth because every so often you can catch like 28, 29 pounder. And it's right around that ballpark number. But a lot of their lures were pretty crazy. And they had one lure in particular that had a piece of titanium wire from the hook eye to the body that was about 3 inches. And that 3-inch wire had a 1-inch piece of wood, maybe 1.5-inch piece of wood on the front acting like a head. But that titanium wire wouldn't bend. And like it would bend, but it would flex right back. Like it was like very, very unforgiving, I guess. Or I don't know.
Like hard, I guess you could say, like a hard, like it's not bending. Like it flexes, but doesn't bend.
But it goes right back. Yeah, it snaps right back into place.
Right.
And I always thought, I was talking to Darcy about putting a prop on the front of that, like the same style head, because like when you stop, it just I don't know. There was just a lot of cool things about that. But it was basically like a topwater clacker, but the clacker was the head.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it was catching.
High Roller's still around and doing well. Terry is the guy's name that owns it, and I believe his son is running it. But I've got a friend up in Germantown, Tennessee, Skip Collins. He was the other founding member. So I talk to Skip every now and again. I still do work for him.
So how did that relate to the Whopper Plopper?
Because I got into the Whopper Plopper because of the baits like that.
Like
I didn't get into it for bass fishing or anything like that. Yeah, I just like the topwater bites.
Right.
But like when we saw that, I went back and I said, you ought to put a prop on the front of it. I bet you it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
They're pretty good baits, man. I think they're the cat's out of the bag with them, though. I think a lot of bass are getting conditioned to them.
I think the cat got out of the bag when they decided to make 3 different sizes after the first one.
Yeah. The 90, I know you just recently picked up a 90, right?
Yeah. Well, and I did a 110, 130. And
yeah, this is
like a larger one and a smaller one.
Yeah, this is a 110, and I have every single color of there's an extreme small one now. It's a 60, and that thing gets tore up, man. Bluegills hit it. Everything hits that thing, man. Bass, big bass, little bass. I like my personal favorite one out of all of them is the 90. Second favorite is the 110, but I know guys that throw the 130. I think there's a 190 for like muskie, but I mean, I guess people throw that for bass too. Bass will eat anything, man. I've seen them, like I said, I've seen them on that one lake eat a whole blackbird. It was just insane, dude. That was crazy. Yeah. That was super crazy. But
and then do you think the small one is that their rendition to try to compete with like the what's that one? The torpedo. Isn't it made by Hedden?
Yeah, and it's just like a little guy. It's probably about that big, maybe like a couple inches, and it has I think so. I think they needed it. I don't know. I think it was like a gap in their lineup, like because they don't really have anything small, and that's river to sea. They don't. Most of their stuff is on the bigger end. Right. You know, they got the S waivers, those big glide baits. Even their frogs are pretty big. I think that's like the ish frog, right? Ish frog is. I think so. Is a river to sea frog, and shout out to those frogs. They're a pretty good walking frog.
I've never used them.
I've got a couple, and I also got a couple of the popping frogs they make, and they're pretty decent. They're a little. I would suggest boiling them down a little bit, softening them up. But softening. What's softening? It's softening, right? Softening.
Soften it.
Well, I don't know. I made up a word yesterday when I was doing the unboxing. Epicer.
Yeah.
Epicer. So that's a new word.
That's like the epicest word I've ever heard.
That's the most epicest word. Yeah. See, now we're branching out. But what was I going to say, dude? The next one is going to be crazy. That's all I'm going to say. And it's a good value. And like I was telling the people earlier, you don't have to do the crazy $200, epic bucket. They do. What the good thing about them is Mike's going to put stuff in there that's going to work in your general area. For some, I would say like an 100-mile radius, 200-mile radius. Everything I've got from there, it just doesn't sit in the garage. It goes right into my tackle box. Like, it's stuff you need, and I know a lot of people, subscribe to like mystery tackle box, whatever, the classics, and there's like Bad Fish and, shout out to Florida Tackle Club. They do a really good job on getting the right stuff in there too. Out of all the mystery boxes, as far as using everything, Florida Tackle Club for sure.
Vic with Florida Tackle Club, what they do is they inventory product, and then when someone subscribes from a particular city or region, he'll really focus on the water, and he'll hand pick everything and put a variety of lures that matches the value for that area, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and that's
you're just getting a pre-selected.
Right, and that's the best thing about Florida Tackle Club. That's about as specific as you're going to get as far as a quote unquote mystery tackle box, and it's not like one of the big things I stress about it when I talk to people about it is this isn't like a discount box. You're not going to get leftover stuff. You're going to get the new color RSB worm. You're going to get the brand new spinner bait that's coming out by Strike King, whatever it may be. You're going to get the new vector hooks if they're in there. Vic's going to give you the new stuff. You're not going to get leftover stuff. You're not going to get discounted stuff. You're not going to get anything that's on sale. Like it's the new hot stuff for where you specifically fish. As close as he can get it, and I don't think anybody else, like I said, in the mystery game, is doing it to that level. Like I was saying, there's regions, but that could include 15 different states. And then you kind of get screwed sometimes. I've gotten boxes. I'm not going to state any specific company, and I haven't used a single thing. Like I'm just hoping that there's a kid at the boat ramp I can give it to at least get them started and give them some tackle, but. So it kind of sucks. So don't waste your money. Go on to Mike, and they have as cheap as $10. You get 4 or 5 lures, which is awesome, dude. $10, 5 lures, and they're all going to work. What the heck, right? I almost always get at least a $10 one when I go there, even if I don't buy anything. It's just why not, right? So shout out to Lake Placid Marine, man. They got some good people down there, and they got some epic stuff. Andrew, the next one's going to be sick, bro. I can't speak on it, but.
The next bucket or the next lure?
It's the next bucket.
The next bucket.
And it's not even going to be a bucket. It's going to be better than a bucket. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. But that being said, who do we have coming on Thursday, bud? Because I know we're all busy today. So we're keeping this one to 30.
Yes, we've got a gentleman by the name of Buzz. And I'm gonna butcher his last name, much like we almost butchered the other guy's name. But,
I didn't. I knew it. I practiced.
Right? No, Buzz Byerline, or I believe it's Byerline. I'm gonna get made fun of by him. I don't know, but
good.
He is a kayak angler up out of the Gainesville area. He's up that way.
What? Right. What? Thank you, dude. Simplify, friend.
Oh man, no. Buzz is a kayak angler up out of the Gainesville area, and he got 3rd place in the championship for the KAF down here with Randy Newton in Central Florida, and then he also qualified for the kayak bass fishing national championship, which is I would argue to say that it's the biggest current platform for bass fishing, or the longest running, I should say. Well, it's the longest running, and I would say biggest, but there's some other ones that are coming up, but it's all good.
Right. And established, I guess you could say, like it's the one.
Yeah.
You know, it's the freaking one. Like, so
But
that's
he
cool.
does cool stuff, and I believe he's even getting a guide business started up that way.
Oh,
So
really?
it's in the makings, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
no, he
That's
does a
good
lot of
stuff.
stuff. So
And
I'm
hey,
gonna
man,
talk to him, figure all that out.
yeah, and I mean, and let me just say, guys, like the anglers and the kayak anglers of Florida are pretty serious. Like
Yeah.
third place amongst that group of anglers is legit. Is legit.
Well, you figure so. Just first place was like around 175 inches. That's 10 fish for 175 inches. So you cut that in half. That's basically 80 inches of fish. It's about a 16-inch average or so, 16, 17-inch average. But like to be consistent like that, it's very difficult, especially on the St. Johns River.
Yeah,
So-
because that's where he placed third in, right? That was the St. John's
Yeah.
that they fished, and it was a
Yeah.
2-day event, right? 2 or 3
It
day.
was a 2-day event. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And
And I got to meet our gal Georgia over there. She was down there on. It was kind of like the pre-party, so to speak. Everybody
Right.
got together, got their stuff. She happened to be there when I stopped by to see Randy, so we got to talk. And I've got lunch with her on Thursday. I'm excited
Nice.
about
Nice. Where y'all going?
that. I believe we're going to Big Chop, which is a restaurant downtown. I don't think I've ever eaten there. I couldn't tell you anything about it, but it's supposed to be epic food.
Is it a barbecue place or?
No, it's like a gourmet chop house that's lunch.
Oh, okay.
So it's not really, and gourmet is probably the wrong word, but it's just a very, very cool shop. They've yeah. I'll have some more details Thursday night for you. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it sounds good though, and I know Georgia. If I know anything, Georgia knows where to eat. So, you know.
Oh yeah, no, that's in our backyard. So.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Who doesn't love to eat, right?
No.
But Dave, it's definitely not a wheelbarrow. I don't believe I could afford that if I had 5 anglers go in with me on a wheelbarrow full of lures and rods and reels hanging out of it. But it's going to be pretty intense, and I'll talk with Jacob down there and see what more I can leak on it, and how fast we can get it, because I want to get it done before the end of 2022, and maybe we'll do a live. Maybe we'll do it live on a Tuesday.
Okay. No.
And then we'll go through it and we'll talk and do whatever we do. But Thursday, be here. We're gonna have an awesome guest. We're gonna get some knowledge dropped on us from one of the best, kayak anglers in the state of Florida. So, in my opinion, if you're ranking in that league of fishermen, you're top notch, man. So,
well, and it was his rookie year too.
What the heck?
Rookie year.
I can almost guarantee
Yeah.
he was not throwing any Andrew drop shot rigs.
Actually, he won it off. He won third place off drop shot halfway through. He was drop shot in a Whopper Plopper. You know what I mean?
with a big lead strip on the Whopper Plopper's back to sink it on 20-pound fluoro. But all right, guys, till Thursday.
Yes.
We'll see you then 8:30. Do not forget. We're going to be rebroadcasting who tonight, in case you guys missed it. Is it Tony Summers?
No, that was yesterday.
Who's tonight? We got somebody tonight where we broadcast. Corey.
No, that's next Monday.
We're rebroadcasting somebody tonight, so check us out on Facebook.
You've lost your mind.
I am, dude. I'm all over the place. Check us out on Facebook, though. NextFish. We got all of our stuff still on there, so you can check it out. We got it. We got our Instagram going, nextfish.co. A lot of big things going on there. Till Thursday, 8:30. See you then, guys.